Hello there everybody, welcome back to another Wheelassassin video. Thank you so much for tuning in with me today. This is part number 10 of our Starcourt Mall kind of tutorial series. Now, I am right next to Starcourt right now. You're probably wondering, Wheelassassin, has Starcourt shrunk? Because it really does look like it's kind of, become much smaller. But don't worry, this is a side entrance. I'm actually near the loading dock. I'm also at the side entrance. And if you look behind me right now, you can see, is it Warren's Books? Just there. So yeah, we're going to be building this second entrance today. We're also going to be going ahead and building this security type office over here, and then we can work on the row of shops that come along here. So jazzercise shapes. We've also got the arcade, and then there's the toilets and stuff down there, and of course the cinema. We've also got a few more shops to come over this side, but I really don't want to show you guys too much at the moment. I really want to get this roof done and this first floor done so I can show you this as a tour. So definitely stay tuned for that. It's going to be wicked. But yeah, the security office, if we go inside real quick, you can see it has some sort of monitors. Maybe so I don't know about you guys, but I can picture a sort of poor black, like mall cop type guy just sitting here and looking at a computer screen, checking out the security, the CCTV around the place. But yeah, that's what we're going to be building today. Yeah, I hope you can stay tuned and let's get doing it. Alrighty then guys, so I'm back over at my work in progress Starcourt Mall. I've grabbed myself some brown stained glass, some black concrete, some smooth sandstone, stone buttons, red concrete, smooth quartz block, light blue concrete, and some red wool. Now what we need to do first of all is you want to come down this kind of passageway just besides Warren's Books over here. So once you come down this passageway, you're going to want to start on the exterior of the build. And you'll notice, obviously when we did episode 2, part 2 even, we made this wall not in line with this block, this kind of wall over here. And that is perfect, that is what you want. You also want to go ahead and shorten this wall down by just one block. So now you kind of have a bit of exposed bookstore kind of showing out on the back, but that is totally cool. We're going to basically add in a wall here and connect up the entrance to this area. So we want to go for 1, 2, 3 with our smooth sandstone up the side of this wall. One block of black concrete in there, and then 1, 2, 3 sandstones going up the top there. Now we may have to block this one off. I'm not too certain yet, so I'm going to leave it there, but we may have to just knock that one through. But yeah, like I said, just leave it for now. It will be alright. Stone button underneath the black concrete. 1, 2, 3 smooth sandstone up the left side. In line with this wall now, guys. Not kind of adding to the side of it. In line with this one. So basically, you've got both of these in line with each other, which is perfect. 1 black concrete. 1, 2, 3 sandstone. Again, I'm not certain about that top one, but we're going to leave it there for now. 1 stone button underneath the black concrete block. Come besides each of these pillars and go 1, leave a space, 1 in the floor with your smooth sandstone, 1, 1, and 1. And you should be left with 5 blocks. You may just want to go double check. I can see that this is 5, so that is perfect. And few. Few indeed. We need to go for red concrete in these gaps now. Red wool even, my mistake. Like so. That is looking awesome. And then we're actually going to go ahead and, whilst we are here, we're going to go ahead and take our brown stained glass and we're going to go 1, 2 on each of these smooth sandstones. Like so. One material I did forget to grab, which I'm just going to quickly get, is some black stained glass. Of course, like we did for the front entrance, you do need to kind of put this black stained glass over the top of these for 3 blocks high and then connect over once you get to the second row of your black stained glass. So, like this. Epic. Kind of looks a little bit like a barber shop, alternating between the red and the sort of lighter colour. That's pretty cool. So whilst you're here, you can also go ahead and add in some smooth sandstone blocks underneath these pillars and the stone buttons. On those blocks, we're going to add in a little plant pot, which always looks good in Minecraft. We're then going to go 1, 2, 3 away from these little sort of blocks on either side of this, by the way. Then we're going to go ahead and place a black concrete in line with that third one. So it's actually 3 away from the glass as well, which is awesome. We're going to go 1, 2, 3 blocks up, 1, 2, 3 blocks up with your smooth sandstone. And then we can actually go ahead and put buttons all the way around all 4 sides of this pillar. Boom. We're then going to go a block out from the pillar in the floor. come out another block kind of diagonally away, and then come out another block diagonally away, and then 1, 2, 3 to finish it over. We're then going to go ahead and connect the row just there. We're then going to put 1, 2 on either side of these, like so. Then we're going to take our red concrete and we're going to go in the floor, just for a block there. Out diagonally on both sides for a block. Out diagonally once more for another block. Then in diagonally, and then up to your final one for the little diamond in the floor just up there. Again, we have a little plus sign at the front entrance. Pretty cool. So now you just want to fill this entire section in with your smooth sandstone. Make sure the entire floor is done, so that if you're walking why do I picture just some guy walking his piece of pie with, like, on a lead or whatever? Ah, crazy day. Oh my gosh, that is one thing you probably would see in Britain. There are some very weird people here. But I meant if you're walking by, you don't want to fall on the floor, so definitely make sure to fill it all in. But yeah, that is looking superb, guys. I'm going to go ahead and check out my other dimensions for bits and pieces, and then we'll get back onto the build. Guys, so I still have the same materials as I did for the front entrance just there. I'm actually going to take my concretes now, and I'm going to go along kind of this side of the wall for Warren's books. My apologies if I'm saying that wrong, by the way. I have a little bit of a memory trouble with like trying to remember things. I don't know if it's actually called that. I'm hoping it is. I think it is. Maybe I'm wrong. Please let me know in the comments down below. So one piece of smooth quartz just there. Leave a block and put one connecting to the exterior wall and also the pillar of the main entrance. The second entrance even. 2 blocks of red concrete on either of those blocks. And then we're going to go for a row of light blue concrete over the top of all of those blocks. We're then going to fill up our quartz right to the top of Warren's books. And there we have it. We've actually got our first little sign of a corridor. Now if you guys remember from the show, when Mike, Max, Lucas and Will trying to sneak into the cinema, they actually go behind the passageways in behind Scoops Ahoy. And then they take the passageway all the way to the cinema and manage to sneak into a movie for free. So that is what we're trying to do here. Make all these passageways connect up to behind the shops. Of course, like we said in previous episodes, the only shop that doesn't have it on this row is Flash Studio, but you can always add that in if you wanted to. Perfect. We're actually going to go ahead and make a nice old row of smooth sandstone across the top of this glass block now. So as you can see, it kind of connects up in line with this row over here, which is perfect. I'm actually going to go to the left side now, so over here. I'm going to take my smooth sandstone again. I'm going to come to this row just here. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks out of that like so. And then I'm going to go ahead and place one more smooth sandstone on that block just there. I'm also going to do it on this side, and I'm also going to bring 4 out on this side as well. Basically, you want to be in line with this pillar over here. Awesome. Let's go ahead and put one more block just down here. And then whilst we're here, we're going to go ahead, scrap our entire inventory for now. Grab yourself some of these ferns and a little flower pot, so you can put these on the blocks we have made purposely for these. So one at the front, and then one on either side of the pillars. Beautiful. Alright, so you may have seen these pillars in previous bits and bobs, guys. I did make a tiny mistake, so I'm just going to go ahead and rectify that before I teach you how to build these pillars. So these are actually in line 3 blocks away from the first glass on either side of the door. You start off with a black concrete block. You go up 1, 2 with your smooth sandstone. Then you put another black concrete block in these gaps like so. You come underneath the black concrete and you place stone buttons all the way around the 4 sides of the pillar. They also should be in line with these stone buttons as well, which is great. But apart from that, that is looking spot on. My mistake, like I said, I'm so sorry about that, guys. I always try my best to make everything spot on, but occasionally things slip through and I do make a little bit of a mistake. But that's okay. I hope you guys are alright with that. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. Alright then, guys, so now we're on probably the hardest part of our Starcourt. Doing these entrances are very actually quite a statistical nightmare, to be honest. Like, they're quite detailed, but they are tricky to build, so definitely stay tuned. We're going to get through this nice and slowly, so then we can all understand. So you're going to take yourself some smooth sandstone stairs, Apologies for my lisp, but that is very hard to say. Smooth sandstone slab, glass, and then we're going to go ahead and place our first upside down stair on both of these pillars just here. So the block above the black concrete, the black concrete. Then we're going to go ahead and place some slabs, 3 blocks along. Like so. You could either switch this out for another upside down stair. It would look pretty cool either way, to be honest. So you can do that, and then 2 slabs in there. Perfect. Then we're actually going to go ahead, and I'm just going to switch pictures so I can see what to do. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go just in here, and on this middle block of the 5, we're going to take our glass and go 2 blocks out from the ceiling. We're then going to come to this one, and go to the other side of this one, and come out 2 blocks once again. We're then going to place a block on either side, and then come out a block again. Now actually at the corner, and this should be in line with the pillar, which it is, that's perfect. We're going to place our last block coming out the side. 1 more block facing forwards, like so. Then we're going to go back in on ourselves, like this. So just to recap, we start with 1 block, we go out 3, we go out 2 on either side, we go out another 2 on either side, we go back in for 2 on either side, back in for 3, and then our final block is just a kind of block away from where we built this lovely looking kind of plus sign on the floor. Perfect. And then of course we're going to angle all this up later on, but at the moment we're going to take ourselves smooth sandstone. Almost forgot that material, my mistake. We're going to go and fill this in for 4 blocks, 3 blocks, 2 blocks, and then our last one over here. 4, 3, 2, and then 1. And then now when we go back out on ourselves, this is where it gets a little bit confusing. I'm going to definitely take my time doing this, because even I get a bit confused. Even though I built it originally, it still does confuse me quite a lot. So we're going to go to this block just here, this sandstone block above the black concrete. We're going to place a sandstone block out on either side, like so. I'm then going to place a slab underneath that, like that. I'm then going to come in diagonally for 1 block with my sandstone. I'm also going to put a slab underneath that one. I'm then going to go in a block once more on either side, and put a slab underneath both of those blocks. As you can see, we're getting awfully close to the glass block now, but that's cool. We're going to go out once more on either side, and then we're going to go out a final one, like so. Slab all of these underneath as well. Cool. As you can see, there's not much clearance between the flower pot and the actual block. I think there's actually a block gap in between those, but that's okay. That actually looks really good. It's going to help us out quite a bit. So now we have that design going for us. What we can do is go ahead and put slabs in every single one of these gaps, like so. Try not to place one on there if you can, because it looks a little bit odd, and obviously we don't want to block off any of the light passing through. You can now come above the slabs and place a block on all of these, like that. We can then go ahead and put a slab on top of all of these blocks, like so. Now it's looking very, very weird, isn't it? But don't worry, we're going to get through this quite well. Alrighty, so what I'm going to do next is I'm actually going to stack these blocks up so we can actually have enough room for our sign now. And then I'm going to go ahead and slab these over as well, like so, until we reach the kind of points at the ends. I'm then going to go up to this corner block over here on the last block of the glass, and this is where I'm going to start to just diagonally back into the build, like this, up until you reach that one point at the top there, and that's perfect. Of course we need to stack up the glass again, so come to this block, this one, and then this one. Go in for another block on all of those, then place another stacked up block there, and then one final one in the middle for that top section. Of course you could add another one on if you wanted, but I find they look a little bit bizarre. Maybe it's just me, but yeah, I kind of like that design a little bit better. I'm going to go double check if this is looking okay. I might just go ahead and add in another couple blocks around all of these. Cool, and then extend my top one out by another couple blocks as well. Yeah, that's a bit better. Cool. And then for the final one, obviously, if you wanted to do the sort of plus sign on top so that it actually connects up with the floor, you totally could do that. I do think it looks a bit, you know, a bit tall when you do that, but actually you can get used to it. It looks pretty cool either way. And once you have the backboard going, you know, that kind of triangle bit up there, it does look better. But yeah, it's up to you guys, however you want to do it. What I'm going to do next is I'm actually going to knock this one off. I'm going to knock this one off, and I'm going to go ahead and build that sort of backboard. So taking my sandstone and my smooth sandstone stairs, I'm going to go ahead and place an entire row of sandstone going along the back there until you reach on top of that quartz block. I know this is diagonally away, but it doesn't look too bad once the whole thing is finished. We're going to come to the second block along on this one, so we're actually kind of on our first row of glass, kind of above, with one stair like so. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 blocks, just over, oh 7, my bad, 7 blocks over there, and then we're going to put a stair just there. This stair is just a block away from the kind of Warren's wall, as well as the corridor wall, like so. We're then going to stack our stairs up for another block, fill in this row with our sandstone, another row of stairs in here, loads more blocks, and then our last kind of angled up bit for our pyramid. And then you'll notice we have one block left at the top there. Perfect. As this is a mini replica of the main entrance over there, of course the main entrance doesn't have a point either, but if you wanted to add both of them to have a point, you just want to add a slab. Either way, it looks pretty cool if you leave it empty or, you know, add the slab on as well. Alright then guys, so for the second entrance of Starcourt, the sign is the exact same as the main entrance. So if you have access to pick block, I would definitely recommend grabbing all these banners back via pick block, because obviously it's so much easier than having to do it again. If you do need to do it again though, I'll drop a link to part 1 in the description, so you guys can go ahead and grab that sort of section. Really easy. I'll also put a timestamp on part 1, so you guys can go and access the banners at any time of the day, and obviously get to them quicker. So the star goes on either points of these sign of ups and down stairs, and the block just there. We're going to put our C in the middle section just there. We're going to write court, so C-O-U-R and then T. Then our S next to our star, T-A-R, like so. When you come out and you kind of zoom away, it definitely looks much better than it does like really up close, because of course all these are kind of, you know, it's about perspective really. So when you zoom out, it looks much better. So yeah, that is the second entrance completed. We're now going to work on the security office that goes back here. So yeah, let's get on it. Alright then guys, so coming on inside of our side entrance into Starcourt, we're going to grab ourselves some smooth sandstone, some red concrete, some polished andesite slab, some black stained glass, some iron bars, some dark oak wood stairs, some red wool, glass panes, and a painting. We're also going to need to grab ourselves a spruce door and a dark oak wood sign, but we'll grab all that stuff afterwards. Alright then, so the first thing you want to do is we're actually going to replace blocks on this wall just here. We need to make this wall much smoother, as of course you can see it when you come inside the mall. And you don't want to see some, you know, some of this like rough looking sandstone, because it just wouldn't be appealing. So we're going to go for a row of red concrete below, all the way along now. We're going to go for 1, 2, 3 past the wall, and then we're going to go for another 4, so fourth one. Then we're going to go 1, 2, so that is now about 6. Leave a gap for, of course, the doorway. 1, 2, just over here. Now that should be in line with this block over here, which it is, so phew, perfecto. We're then going to go ahead and take our smooth sandstone, and we're going to go ahead and knock out this wall just in here. Perfect. First things first, we're going to place 2 over this side. Leave a gap. Oh no, my bad. Don't place 2 this side just at the moment. We're going to place 2 a block away, 2 a block away, and then 2 a block away, so we can have our 4 kind of pictures in here. Maybe of clothing they're selling in the mall, or maybe of movie posters. So again, alternate between the 2 different types of 2 block paintings. There we go, few again with the same one twice, that was lucky. And then go ahead and fill in your sandstone for the rest of the way. Now come in a block above the painting, not exactly this one, we're going to go this one. and put another row of red concrete in here. This red concrete is going to go all the way to the opposite red concrete block, just next to this one, so above like so. We're then going to go ahead and put 2 rows of 3 in here, so 6 blocks in total, up to that red concrete block just there. 2 across, then drop down for 3, another row of 3, 1, 2, 3 over the top, and 1, 2, 3 down the side. Now here is a perfect spot for a window, so we're going to grab ourselves some glass panes, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3 across the top, like 1 across the top, and then 2 up the side again. So you have these two, not exactly a whole sort of glass window, but you can see through it. Of course, you put a block there, there'll be a come hole, but I like the little opening there, it looks pretty cool. So that is awesome, that is looking great. Of course, you can go ahead and replace these normal sandstone blocks with some smooth sandstone as well, just to make it all nice and symmetrical looking. We're going to go ahead and add another row of smooth sandstone across the top there, and one more, so it's now in line with this wall over here. Beautiful. Alright, let's get on to the next step. Alright then guys, so I've just replaced my glass panes and my paintings with a dark oak sign and a spruce door. I'm going to place red wool just underneath that doorway. I'm going to place my door in, and I'm going to put 1 dark oak sign above here. Second row down, I'm going to write security, like so. Now, it's important to remember, this wall right here is the one we're going to be building on. This one I think is actually a filler wall, although it might be a wall into jazzercise. We're actually going to leave it empty at the moment, just in case it is. So we're going to go ahead and place red concrete. Not just yet. My bad. Oh no, we are going to place it. No, we are. What am I saying? We're going to place red concrete in the floor just there, like kind of a block above the floor. We're then going to turn the corner with our red concrete. Make sure to change that one as well, so that it goes all the way around these external blocks like this, and connects back up to this wall over here. We're then going to replace all of these rough sandstone blocks with smooth sandstone blocks. It's a little bit of a time-consuming process, but it does look good when it's done, so that's pretty good. Here we go. And almost there now. Perfect. So once we have that sort of design going, we can also go ahead and replace this row around here with red concrete as well. So we now have an entire sort of cube boxed area of red concrete walls. I think these look really cool because they, you know, differentiate between the different rooms and things. And this, I think this is the only room in Starcourt that has this sort of design. It looks really good. So once you've done that, you can take your red wool and you can actually go ahead and fill in this entire flooring with red concrete. Red wool even. I get my walls and my concretes mixed up quite a lot. I'm so sorry guys, I really don't know how you guys do it, like follow my tutorials, because my speech is not good at all. Like, I always mess up stuff. So bad. I don't mess up the build as often as I do my speech, so that's saying something. So whilst you're doing the floor, you may as well do this bit as well. So come to this point, just mark out where it's going to be. So don't do any of this section at the moment. We're going to go right down here and fill this entire section in with red wool. Alright then guys, that is looking very nice and shiny like the carpets of Starcourt should be. I also went ahead and replaced this block underneath this doorway for the corridor with red wool as well. I think it might be concrete, but we can sort that out afterwards. Maybe don't do that now, maybe do it later, but I got a little bit carried away. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my dark oak wood stairs. I'm going to go to this block just here, so 3 blocks away from this wall. I'm going to turn this corner, and I'm going to go 1, 2, so then we leave 2 blocks away from this door in here. I can place 1 iron bar just there, 1, 2 glass just there, and then 1, 2 just there. I'm going to place 1, 2 iron bars going up the ceiling. I'm going to place 3 actually, going up to the top there. 1, 2 across, and then I'm going to place this going up into this wall just here. So it's a little bit of cabling, just to make it a little bit more detailed really. That's always the cool thing about doing Minecraft tutorials and things. You can make a lot of detail, especially in you know, real life sort of buildings. So Starcourt is based obviously a real moor, so yeah. We're going to go ahead and place some polished andesite slabs above these black concrete blocks, and then one little stair just there to represent a little stool or something for the person, the security guard, to sit, I guess. one stair just there as well, like a chair, and then an upside down desk just there, made of stairs, right in front of the window. Perfect. One last block I forgot to mention. We're just going to need some dark oak wood planks. Perfect. We're going to go ahead and place these up to this block here, so below the red concrete above. So 4 blocks high like so. And then we're going to place our stairs just in here, facing the right way up, until you reach the top of that one just there, for a little shelf. And there we have it. That is the security office done. Whilst you're also here, by the way, you may just want to replace this wall with your normal smooth concrete, smooth sandstone even. I don't know what I'm talking about. And then we're going to go ahead and place this wall in as well. Too high. Amazing. Well, that is it, guys. That is it for part 10 of Starcourt. Thank you so much for watching this Wheelassassin video. If you did happen to enjoy this one, please, of course, smash a big like. That'd be awesome. Helps the channel out quite a bit, and it's just awesome. Thank you once again. You guys are amazing. If you are new around here, welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for checking my channel out. If you'd like to stick around for more Starcourt videos, or if you would like to stick around for Stranger Things tutorials, definitely consider subscribing. That'd be amazing. You guys have an excellent day. Take it easy. Stay tuned for part 11 coming very, very soon. Stay safe, of course. And yeah, I'll see you very, very soon. Goodbye for now, everybody.